Development of lateral surfaces. Development of surfaces is the fundamental concept that enables a designer to provide the above information in the drawing. The development of surface of an object means the unrolling or unfolding of all surfaces of the 3D object on a plane. In this topic, you will learn fundamental concepts of surface developments of solids. Along with this, you will understand how surfaces are classified. Application of surface developments in industries. Development of lateral surfaces. Imagine that a solid is enclosed in a wrapper of thin material such as paper. If this covering is opened out and laid on a flat plane, the flattened out paper is the development of the solid. Its development consists of 4 equal rectangles for the faces and 2 similar squares for its ends. It shows the true size and shape of the corresponding surface of the solid. Thus, when surfaces of a solid are laid out on a plane, the figure obtained is called its development. The development of a solid represents the actual shape of all its surfaces, which, when bent or folded at the edges, would form the solid. Hence, it is very important to note that every line on the development must be the true length of the corresponding edge of the surface. Classification of developments. Parallel line development. They are made from common solids that are composed of parallel lateral edges or elements. Example, cylinders as shown. The cylinder is positioned such that one element lies on the development plane. The cylinder is then unrolled until it is flat on the development plane. The base and top of the cylinder are circles with a circumference equal to the length of the development. All elements of the cylinder are parallel and are perpendicular to the base and the top. When cylinders are developed, all elements are parallel and any perpendicular section appears as a stretch out line that is perpendicular to the elements. Triangular developments. Made from polyhedrons, single curved surfaces and wrapped surfaces. The development involved subdividing any ruled surface into a series of triangular areas. If each side of every triangle is true length, any number of triangles can be connected into a flat plane to form a development. Triangulation for single curved surfaces increases in accuracy through the use of smaller and more numerous triangles. Note, triangulation developments of wrapped surfaces produces only approximate of those surfaces. Radial line development. Radial line developments are made from figures such as cones and pyramids. In the development, all the elements of the figure become radial lines that have the vertex as their origin. Let's take an example of a cone. The cone is positioned such that one element lies on the development plane. The cone is then unrolled until it is flat on the development plane. One end of all the elements is at the vertex of the cone. The other ends describe a curved line. The base of the cone is a circle with a circumference equal to the length of the curved line. Approximate developments. Approximate developments are used for double curved surfaces such as spheres. Approximate developments are constructed through the use of conical sections of the object. The material of the object is then stretched through various machine applications to produce the development of the object. The knowledge of development of surfaces is essential in many industries such as automobile, aerospace, packaging design, industrial process vessels. In automobile, surface development techniques are used while manufacturing panel doors and hoods. In aerospace, surface development techniques are used while manufacturing wings and ribs which support wings panels. In packaging design industry, surface design techniques are used for manufacturing boxes to store or transport raw or finished goods. Surface development techniques are also used for construction of industrial process vessels like boilers, hoppers, funnels, chimneys, etc. Note, in each of these cases, the plates are marked and cut according to their developments, which, when folded, form the desired objects. The joints are then welded or riveted. Apart from the above applications, surface development methodologies are also widely used in the footwear industry, while manufacturing uppers and heel counters of shoes. The form of the sheet obtained by laying all the outer surface of the solid with suitable allowances for the joints is known as pattern. Note, accurate surface development and optimized layout of their patterns, also known as nesting for parts or products, helps manufacturers across all industries to minimize waste or scrap and maximize an output. Development of lateral surfaces. After going through lateral surfaces topic, you would appreciate how critical it is for industries to develop accurate surface development, which in turn will help them in reducing waste and save cost.